Do you know how quick and easy it is to make a stretch bracelet? Today I'm going to show you just that, how to make a super quick and easy stretch bracelet.
It was just one kiss, but that don't justify it. I know what I did was wrong, but it's like I did it just to spite you.
Hello, welcome to The Stylish Maker. My name's Carol. I'm going to take just a few minutes of your time and I'm going to rock your world. I'm going to show you how quickly and easily you can make a stretch bracelet to add some nice little sparkle to your wardrobe. Here's what you need to make your bracelet. Now you will need some stringing material. This one is called Strong and Stretchy and it is a 0.6 millimeter width and it is super strong and stretchy as the name says. Now I'm not going to be using this today because it's clear you won't be able to see what I'm doing, but I am going to be using this one, which is hot pink, so you'll see everything. I've already laid out my beads here and all I've used here is a 6mm electroplated bicone, and I have used a 3x4mm electroplated faceted rondelle. I've just put one bicone and one rondelle. I started with a bicone and I finished with a rondelle. I've measured it out to be approximately 18 centimeters long because my wrist measures 16.5 centimeters and I need a little bit of wiggle room. You will need two other things. You will need a bead stopper, which will stop your beads falling off your elastic, and you will need a big eye needle. So this needle, the hole goes from end to end so that it's nice and easy to thread your elastic onto, and it goes through your beads nice and easily. Before you start though, you do need to pre-stretch your elastic. So just take your elastic. Now I have probably about 30 centimeters, maybe 40 centimeters here. You just need it doubled, so double the length of what you're stringing, plus a little bit to play with to make your knot. So fold it in half and just give it a pre-stretch. So just moving your hand along and stretching it. Now this is important because then it won't stretch out when you're wearing it. So it'll still stretch, but it won't come all out of shape after a time. So once you've done that, take your two ends and pop your bead stopper on. So that's your two cut ends. Then take your loop end and you're going to thread your needle onto, or your thread onto your needle. So it's important that you have your loop on the outside here. You don't want your needle inside the loop because otherwise you won't be able to get it off when you are finished. If you're interested in making the jewelry I'm wearing today, this necklace, my inside one here, I made in a tutorial and it's called the Dark and Moody necklace, I think, and I will leave you a link to the tutorial for that one down below. And this other necklace I made in my basic stringing tutorial, so I'll leave you a link to that one as well. The bracelets, I made this one in my ultimate knot video, which I'll leave linked below. This one is a stretch bracelet that I made a while ago and I'll link that one below. And this one is when I made my 5 bracelets, when I demonstrated how to hide ugly crimps. So I will leave that one linked below as well. The earrings I made in a live stream with my members, and if you're interested in joining my membership, I will leave you a link to a 7-day free trial so you can try that out and watch the tutorial on how I made my earrings. So I've turned my board on the side just simply because that's easier for me, and I'm going to start stringing up my beads.
Talking about yourself and you make me smile. I can listen all night long. I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to a favorite song. Walking on the street when you caught my eye. Something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody like. There ain't nobody like. So lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody
I've already removed my needle and I'm going to take off my bead stopper. And now I'm going to take the loop and put my hand inside the loop, and I'm going to take my two ends and put through the loop like that. Now just holding that last bead, I'm going to pull everything up. So basically I'm just pulling so that my loop disappears. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So keep pulling. Everything should be nice and tight when you're finished. So keep pulling. It can take a minute. There we go. Now just pull everything nice and tight. Not too tight because you don't want to break it, but pretty tight. And then it's time to check that it fits you, which mine does. It's a good size. And now comes the special knot. I'm just going to cut off some of these ends because I don't need them to be quite so long. Okay, so the special knot is done so that it doesn't come undone. So what you do is you take your ends and you split them. So you've got one on either side. And then you take your right hand one and you put it through the center of the bracelet and take it out the other side, making sure that it fits into that space where the loop is. And then you take your left hand one and you bring it through to the right side of the bracelet. So basically you have just crossed them over underneath through the center of the bracelet. And then I'm going to tie a knot. Making sure my knot goes into that same space. So that's what I have now. Now I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to take my right hand one, put it through the center. And then I'm going to take my left hand one and put it through the center, making sure it's still sitting in that same space, and I'm going to tie a knot. Then I'm going to repeat that one more time. So right through the center, and then left through the center, and tie another knot. And this time I'm going to tie two knots. So that's one and that's two. And that's what my knot looks like now. And you can see it's kind of lying down along the length of the elastic. And the reason it does that is because I did all those crossy things. And it will also pop right inside one of the beads. So now all I need to do is cut off my elastic. So coming in quite close, and then I'm just going to pop that knot inside one of my beads, and it has disappeared. So there's my bracelet. I think it's very pretty. And it's super simple. Now you could use the same philosophy with any beads at all. You don't need to use these specific ones. You could use bigger beads or smaller beads. It's entirely up to you. Thank you so much for watching today. Remember to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and give me that thumbs up if you're enjoying this one. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next week.